All right. So today, I'm not sure what day it is, like 17, 18 maybe. But yeah, today was whatever. Um I missed yesterday, so I mean, I yesterday was fine. It was Saturday, so I didn't have to work. I just simply just went outside to the park. I recorded a few videos, probably going to do some VFX stuff with it. Um but yeah, today is like today I'm just Sundays for like looking at my overall mission, doing a lot of thinking. And I think I hate changing up my strategy, but I guess pivoting is part of it. I think I'm going to mainly focus on VFX because my man, my the videos I was making were taking like it was taking like once a week to complete, and that's just not healthy. That's not feasible. And the main thing I'm missing is visibility. Like in terms of like turns about of using the internet to make money, visibility is the number one thing. So I need to post consistently. So yeah, I want to make quality shit, and I still can make quality shit with VFX, but like I guess I gotta stop thinking like an artist and think like a businessman. Yeah. So and that's what got me the most attention on my like other account too. So I think the goal is simple. Make like simple VFX effects. I've gotten better with editing, so yeah, I've gotten a lot better with editing, and I didn't realize how much editing. Like I said before, I didn't realize how much editing carries the video. So yeah, VFX is the move. Most people pay for VFX. I am so lonely. I wish I had someone to talk to in this journey. I don't really see this as like a YouTube video where I mean I'm hoping you would get some I'm hoping you would get some inspiration from this series, but I see it as more as a diary, or the main thing is like keeping track of this journey because for a long time I just been working and working and working and then just have no output. And then sometimes I just don't work. I'm like I fucking give up. And it's like is there anybody out for me, you know? Like I hate that this lifestyle that I want isn't even gradually like coming up. It's just like I'm just in the fucking dark, just like shooting shots, hoping some will land. And looking at this journey, yeah, I've made some personal breakthroughs, but nothing external. No results, like, or at least no money, basically. Like, I'm getting better optimizing my habits, my input, but my, I guess my output and the things I receive is just, I'm not getting any feedback, and it's just I want to have optimism, but you know, I am optimistic about it, but this feeling sucks. Like just feeling trapped, feeling like I know I'm extremely capable. I know it. I used to think like, capitalism or freelancer was just a game of like being the best at something or just having high quality. But man, people skills are the best skills you can have. It's probably better than it's probably better it's probably better than like my intellectual skills, fitness. That's debatable. That's debatable, but honestly, I think it is because I feel like if you were a people person, you have access to so many resources, so many opinions. You could say like you probably know someone who knows like how to do the gym. You don't need a personal trainer to like know how to go to the gym. Like I can tell you, dude, I can be your personal trainer. Like gym is pretty simple, it's pretty easy, and it's just like it's probably feel good to have like someone there to like keep you if you're like overweight or skinny. It's probably good to have someone there like giving you like actual helpful advice and like encouraging you to keep on going. I don't have that. I just only have myself. I don't have anyone to give me feedback. Right in this moment, I just hate being weird. I just hate it. I wish I sometimes I wish I can just click with people, but for me, hanging with people is a skill. People don't understand me. I don't help with that, you know. I keep to myself. But still, like a lot of people I do open up to, even my closest like family, they don't understand me. It feels like most people don't have logical thinking. They just like familiarity. And like I know I'm a polarizing person. Like I'm not gonna say I simply repel people. I think I do repel people, but I do think there's a lot of people. There's some people that like strongly like what that are attracted to me. I'm not necessarily saying romantically, but I mean like are pulled by me. But it feels so hard to find these people. Like I know I can't find them here. I can get along with people and like I remember going to Atlanta, going to Nashville. I can get along with people fine here, but here in Memphis, retards, fucking retards, dude. And it's like, like I want to be optimistic, but it feels, I'm not delusional. I see the people around me, you know. Most people here are broke. Most people here are broken. Maybe I'm not even far off from the crazy side. I'm sure people will think I'm crazy. You know, I try to ignore this. I probably said in this previous video, but I fucking hate the way I was raised. Like no role models. No role models to like look up to. No one to teach me about the real world. I just did good in school, just stayed quiet and thought that, as long as I work hard, as long as I'm smart enough, I could just make enough money, be on my own, live a happy life. But man, like going to college, dude, going to college, dropping out the first time, making a lot of money so I can actually afford it, spend a lot of money, dropped out again because like there's like I saw my future like working as a civil engineer and I didn't like it. I just thought if I was just a smart guy, I'll just work a smart job and make a fuck ton of money. And then I saw the salary like 80K for the work I was doing. 80K, like that probably, I don't know, that might sound, that might be sound being ungrateful, but 80K for all the work I was putting in, all the time I just put away like towards myself studying and stuff. And I just simply chose like the job I thought the smartest people were at. And I'm right, the smartest people are there, but I would think it was directly correlated to like, I thought it was directly correlated to how much money you make. So yeah, I'm like, if I'm making that much, I might as well make some money like making art, which is actually like more in line with my passion. But yeah, I wish it is partially my fault, but because like I could have talked to people, I could have been out more. People thought I was competent enough because I was just quiet, calm, logical, smart, and responsible. But man, that did not fucking work out. That didn't work out. But at the same time, like with the way I was raised, like my personality, I'm logical. Like I say things, and you know, people think I'm being rude, but I'm just being honest. And then like, man, my mom, to be perfectly blunt, I think was an awful parent. Extremely awful parent. Like first of all, like me, kids from like a few different fathers. Like I found out that like your behavior is genetic, and like hanging around with my siblings, I'm the only kid that had this one father, so like everyone knows it's like different and like just loud, illogical, annoying, and she didn't get me, so I was in a family where no one fucking got me, and it's like I work so hard, and like I'm the type of guy that like collects a lot of tools, collect a lot of work, try to build stuff, and then like I want to be nice. I let them borrow stuff, and then it's always broken. I'm the oldest, so I was the responsible one, and it got taken for granted because I feel like I was like parenting them most of the time. Like I was the responsible one, and I got punished if I didn't do it right. And she would just yell at you. She would just explode over fucking anything, man. Not only she would put like load on me, and my siblings as well to like, you know, do some stupid shit like find something that she lost in her junky ass fucking room, and then like when we ask like where do you think it is, where were you finding, like I don't know, like yell at us with a fucking attitude. What a bitch. And like she was incompetent. Like there's, you know, I would have, I would have, I would have been well off if she was competent, had a good job, and was able to feed us every night. But no, she, like she couldn't feed us every day, you know, and she thought just because she loved us, that's good for our fucking well being. Stupid. And the men she would be around, I remember she said like, I don't know, so I somehow attract the crazy men. Dude, you're crazy yourself, and you do attract crazy men. Like I remember at some point in my life when I was around 10, yeah, from 10 to 11, no, from 9 to 10, you know, she was with this really abusive guy. Like really abusive. I remember I remember I got a huge beating. Like he he whooped me, and at some point he picked me up, slammed me on the ground, and then I blacked out. And then at some point I woke up, and then he was like, "See, he was faking." And then he picked me up, dropped me down, and I blacked out a fucking again. And huh, I was man, I was the biggest mama's boy. Like when she was crying, I was the first one there for her. I remember that guy, that abusive dude she was with. I remember he said like he had threatened to like leave. So he's like, "Okay, kids, like either choose me or choose her." My siblings chose that guy, and I chose her. I wanted to stay with her. But she likes them better. Growing up, she likes the other kids better. I try to be good. I try to do everything she says, but it turns out it doesn't fucking matter. And like she didn't have the fucking like the vision to see that, to see why I was upset at times, see why I didn't want to go outside or be hang out with her. And at some point, like after being with that guy, like we went into foster care. I remember I'm it was funny. I remember the day I was in school, and then like they called me into the office and they said like, "Hey," they were just saying stuff. They just gave me a toy to play with, and then they just were saying stuff. I was not listening. I was just playing with the toy. And then I remember getting in the car with those guys and then driving to. They were like, we had drove to a couple of houses, like that's gonna be my foster house. I'm like, and I'm asking like why I'm not going home? And then like, yeah, I remember dropped me off at some some at some house, and it was a cool place to be at. I was in a foster home for a bit, and it was a cool place to be at. It was chill. It wasn't anything special, but it was better. We had food. We had toys. This dude let me play in this video game. And then my grandmother adopted me. That was good. Like, that was really good. Like, she had money. Like, we ate good. I remember she got me a DSi. I was actually rewarded for being good. Huh. That was the exact place I wanted to be because I was rewarded for being good. You know, I was good. I did what they told me to do, and I got rewarded for it. And then at some point, like, my mother was put in jail because she was, I don't know the law, but I guess she was like putting us, by being with him, putting us in danger. I almost got choked out too. That dude was psycho. Like, this dude, because I didn't wake, I got up, he woke me up for school, and I went back to sleep. And then I woke up to him, like, choking me out. And then I just said, I love you. And then he just stopped choking me. But anyway, at some point, my mom got out of jail. And then, like, you know, reclaimed us. And, you know, back to poverty, man. Just someone who wanted a family but just was not ready for one. Kept on making, honestly, stupid decisions. Just stupid, like, she couldn't take care of a child. And it's like I try so hard to just not to to ignore my past, to just try not to blame other people for my issues, man. I try to fucking God, but man, I have to do so much work to reverse what someone else did while I had no power and no control. I had to I had to start socializing more. And I failed a lot at it. I failed a fucking lot. But now I think I'm at a point like where I embrace my weirdness, but I also interact with people, and like I'm naturally empathetic. So I know I'm at a point where I can be myself and people are comfortable around me. Like, two, nutrition, trash nutrition, man. Like, soda, man. Soda, pizza, whatever, sweets. So that's not what you feed a fucking child. And I know, like, my brothers would tell me, like, you know, she didn't know what she's doing. Yeah, I'm still fucking pissed about it. The damage still fucking done. Like, horrible fucking nutrition. It wasn't all bad, but still, I would have thought you would, like, at least learn from something. What else? Oh, and like, I know it's not her fault, but she really has this fucking idea that just men are just privileged. That's a common idea everyone have this you know, everyone has. So, like, you know, she treated us like we have to understand, like we have to, like, take care of women, we have to serve women. But that it's like that fucking everywhere. It's like, at what point am I getting privileged? Like, I remember going through school, like, women would get privileges, like guys would have to set up chairs and shit. I remember the girls got, like, got priority like to the good food in the cafeteria. Basically anything. And then like the reason is always like because they're girls and stuff. And I'm like, and just growing up, working jobs, going to college. Like, at what point are men privileged? Actually, I've never even been rewarded for doing stuff for women. So it took me a long time to learn that was garbage. I'm not saying treat women like trash, by the way. I'm saying that the world is pretty fair to them, if not advantaged. Let's see. Managing money. I really wish I learned how to manage money. I was good at saving money, but like, man, I don't think I can blame anyone else. But if I was her, I would have pushed me to get a job at that age, learn how to drive and stuff. It felt like I learned nothing, and it felt like I couldn't take advantage of my youth. I couldn't take advantage of the opportunities I had when I was younger, like going to college and stuff. And it's like, when do I move on from this frustration? When do I fucking move on? Probably once I get the lifestyle I want. But man, I think that was all that's left in the tank. But man, I'm frustrating. I'm starting from nothing. I'm building myself from nothing, which maybe in the future is a good thing. But holy fucking shit, man. I know I'm gonna be like the most competent motherfucker at everything, at parenting, at self improvement. It's just so fucking lonely. I hope this does reach someone. Someone who's, like me. There are people who are like me in a sense of, self improvement. But I mean, someone with my same interests, someone I can hang out with. One person. Yeah.